What's up YouTube, this is Collect Pokemon and today we are back for another video. This one is a little different. I'm obviously recording at home, that's why I'm only sharing my screen on the computer rather than you can actually see me talking. So today's topic is quite interesting. First of all, I wish you guys all happy Valentine's, and yeah, Valentine's give me that idea that I really want to talk about that card or a specific card, and that card is the Latios and Latias GX, or Latias and Latios GX, which is the alternative art version found in Team Up. So just tonight I was having some free time, so I did some digging. I was doing some research, and I tried to understand what is happening to these alternative art cards, especially these tag team alternative art card. Well, let's talk about it and what I see and what is happening in the market. So these alternative art card was initially released starting from Team Up, Unbroken Bond, Unified Mind, as well as Cosmic Eclipse. And these alternative art card technically carried on towards other sets in the modern Sword and Shield era. So if we go to Poke Collector and we just skim through these cards, they included this Latios Latias GX, Gengar Mimikyu GX, Magikarp, and Wailord GX. There are other alternative art cards, for example the Pikachu and Zekrom GX, as well as Snorlax GX, and the Venusaur Celebi GX was found in some special collection tins. So those that are found in tins, I'm not really going to talk about it just yet. We're really going to focus on the alternative arts that could be found in the set. In terms of Unbroken Bonds, what we have is going to be the Greninja and Zorak. We have the Gardevoir and Sylveon, and we have the Alolan Muck, as well as the Marshadow and Machamp. I think those are the alternative art there. For Unified Mind, we're going to get the Mega Salibo, Celebi, I can never say this word, and Tyranitar GX. The Garchomp, what's the Garchomp one? That's not the alternative art. I think the Raichu and the Alolan Raichu. And I think the Slowpoke and the Psyduck. And when we head into Cosmic Eclipse, there's obviously the Arceus one. There's also the Guzzlord one, as well the Jigglypuff one. So these alternative art cards, what we have been seeing, actually, and this one, the Blastoise and Piplup one as well. So a lot of these alternative art card has gone up significantly in price, and that might be obviously due to the lack of supply in terms of the booster box. Cosmic Eclipse is difficult to find. Team Up, Unified Mind, as well as Unbroken Bonds are all difficult to find. But with me doing some research, I was digging into past record and past sale. So if we take a look at the PSA report, what we're going to see is that the numbers of these kind of Latios, Latias, for example, is 88. Mimikyu is 110. And Magikarp and Wailord is around 77. If we flip over to Unbroken Bond, we're seeing the numbers such as 60. Where else? Greninja one, I think it's 77. So, they're all pretty much under, a lot of them are under 100, and a lot of them are, between, you could say that, it's between 70 to 150 in terms of the PSA 10 population. For single cards, I usually look at PSA 10 because I just feel it's just a much stronger measure, and it just holds more value in terms of that. So, why am I talking about these? Well, first of all, we need to understand what is happening to the market first. So, let's take a look at some sales. The sales of these are horribly low. I mean, look at the Magikarp. I mean, it was sold at February 11, February 7, 6, Jan 28th. We're seeing a jump in these dates. These are the more popular one. Gengar Mimikyu, Feb 11, Feb 14, Feb 10. This is not bad. These are not graded. So the PSA 10 ones, Jan 25th. And as for the Latios, Latias, 2 PSA 10 was sold. Feb 10th, Feb 13th. And then Jan 27th and Jan 18th. And then if we go to Alolan Muck, this is another one, November and January. You know, why are we seeing such scarcity in these kind of items? And I think that's the reason why the price of these are going up. One reason could be that a lot of them are stuck in the bulk submission in PSA. But another reason is I think that there is going to be a niche for people collecting these alternative art cards because they seem a lot more unique, likely. And the population is actually not that bad. This is where I want to bring you to another aspect that I've been watching. So let's take the Magic card for example. Now we've seen sales of the PSA 10 Railroad Magic Card Alternative Art in Team Up for a while, and I pretty much clicked on every single one of the sale listing since December or since November of 2020. And what I found was that there's only this one. Let me find it. This one with the number 6158. That was sold. Let's see, when was this sold? This was sold somewhere. Can't find the date, but I think somewhere in December. And this was actually, it resurfaced, and it was sold. Not this one. Sorry, this one. Same number. Was sold for $299. So from $165 to $299 in a span of 2-3 months. But where has all the other cards gone? Well, this is what I thought. The lack of listing is because there are a lot of true collector coming back into the market. A lot of people are thinking that, hey, collect Pokemon, how's the investability? What is the money side of things? Yeah, it's true. But I think that, for this hobby to grow at a much more healthy rate, what I'm trying to observe, or what I'm trying to see, is the collectability of the item, because I do believe that there are more and more collectors, and when more and more collectors come and join into the market, the PSA population report of that 150 range is just simply not enough. A lot of these cards in the 70s to 80s to 150 range, they're simply not enough. So that is why we're seeing pretty much a lack of sales. There is just not a lot of these items being listed, and hence that what we're going to expect is going to be expecting a lot of jumps in prices in the upcoming few months, especially on these alternative art. I was actually DM, so someone texted me on Instagram and asked for my opinion regarding the Trophy Charizard VMAX in Japanese, and why they haven't seen a lot of listing or sold listing or any listing being posted on eBay. And I think the answer is that there is simply a lot more collectors. And I also gave the argument that it is likely that a lot of investors are foreseeing the market to continue to rise in the throughout 2021, and that's why they're holding on to it. I do believe it's a bit of both, but I do genuinely believe that it has to do with more collector in the market. So I think that's the reason why we're seeing a lot of other Pokemon cards like the Kanazawa Pokemon Center promos. Those cards are skyrocketing in price. A lot of the time it is either new collector coming in or current collector that did not or missed out on some items and they want to find it back, and that is the reason why the price are going up. For the ultra modern card, you could also argue that a lot of them are PSA, but for the tag team one, I'm half on that one, because a lot of people did send these cards to PSA, but a while back, like 2 years ago. So I do believe that if they were to grade them, it's graded. And the ones that are at PSA now are often going to be the ones who are investors, who are seeing this opportunity in the jump. They're purchasing and buying these single cards and hoping to get a good grades. So and those investors are not going to use the bulk service. They're going to use the regular the regular service or express. So that is what I think. I think that it's simply collectors. There is a much larger collector base. And the question is, you guys will ask, would reprint affect the price of these? Well, obviously, I think it will, but not to a large extent, let's put it that way. Because I still do believe that even with reprints, it's still not that easy to grade a PSA 10 cards, especially if Pokemon is printing a lot of these in a very short time. The QC will definitely be, much worse off than, whatever current boxes are already. And let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think? Do you guys think that the alternative art card from the tag team era is going to continue to rise? Or do you think that it is just, it is just like a bubble, it's all investor, it's just people flipping? Or do you agree with me that there's a lot more collectors? And if you are new or you're a collector, let me know what kind of cards are you currently trying to collect. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Happy Valentine's Day. Remember to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and peace out. This is Collect Pokemon.